I thought making your own clothes these days was not much cheaper or any better than kind of going to the shop now. But I've recently got inspired to start sewing again, making my own clothes, and I went to the shops and I eat my words. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of why I think that it's not as expensive as I thought it was. Depends if you're paying full price and all that. So that's my disclaimer. Depends what you want. I know that sometimes you'll go there and if you need, say, a certain thing for a dress or this kind of material, sometimes you just got to pay that. I mean, I don't go towards the more expensive materials, but some of them can be pricey. But then again, say if you're making some ritzy dress or something, you're going to be paying quite a bit for a good one in a real shop anyway. So that is the reason why I've eaten my words about how expensive it is. So I'm going to try and put in clips or photos or whatever of the items I'm talking about, except for this one. If you've been watching, this is the one here. And, I think I paid, I threw away the receipts for what I bought. I did keep it for a bit because I knew that I would want to compare it, but naughty me, the receipt is gone. So I know half of the prices and things that I got and paid, but some of them I had to average. So the average price I paid for this per meter, this material, was about $7.50 or something, not including this ribbing. I bought that differently. But basically I spent $120 and I got 7 different materials, 2 kinds of denims, this blue and white material, I'll show you, the flannelette that I made my shorts from. So I got a whole bunch, and all up that cost me $120. And from that I have 7 items. I haven't made the jeans yet, so it's technically 5, I think, but there will be 7 items made out of all of this. So 1 item per piece of material that I bought, which will average at $17 each for the piece of clothing. And I thought, gee, yes, that's an average price though, because if you do it properly, the blue and white jumper that I made cost me about $6 to make. And the flannel shorts were about $4 to make, because it was $4 a meter. So I was a bit shocked to learn that, I haven't been doing it, and then I go in there to get material and whammo, a lot of it is so much cheaper than I thought, especially the specials though. Discounted prices. I go to Spotlight shopping and they are constantly having sales or specials. You'd have to be careful though to check the prices before you get them cut, because I learned that the hard way. But sometimes the price, I might say $10 per meter on the thing. Sometimes you go up there and it's even cheaper because for whatever reason, I don't know, they scan it and they're like, oh, this is actually $8 a meter. Sweet. So I do that. I buy my stuff with discounts or whatever when I can. If I can't, then too bad, you've got to pay full price. So I did a little thinking about, this is why it proves me that you can do it cheaper. I'm not talking about those really, really cheap sites though, where you buy stuff. So I'm not going to use them as a comparison because that's ridiculous. You can't compete with that. But let's just say you go to one of the bigger brands, I guess, of jeans, whatever, jumpers you might buy in certain shops. Maybe I shouldn't name names, so I'm trying not to. But I would spend on average $50 maybe. Sometimes you get 2 for, I don't know, 70. That's kind of what I've probably been going lately when I buy jeans. So, that's expensive. When I averaged the denim I bought was about $15 a meter when I bought it. So I can get a pair of jeans for $15 with what I bought instead of spending $40 to $50 for one pair at the shops. So the cool thing though about making your own clothes is that once I get my jeans pattern worked out, because I hate it when jeans don't fit me properly, if they just do not fit right somewhere, I don't like them. So I want to get my jeans thing all worked out, make them mint, and then never have to buy some from the shop again. And then if I can do it at that price, wow, the money I'm saving, and I can just make a pair whenever I want. So yeah, completely done a reverse on how I thought that making your own clothes was too expensive. So if that's been holding you back, if you're thinking about it, go have a look in the shops and actually imagine like, okay, I wanted to do this, I wanted to do that. Add it all up. It might be a dress. You want to make a summer dress, and I like rayon for dresses. When you can get rayon on special, oh my goodness, like you might still spend $30 on a dress in a shop, or, you know, if you're paying full price, the same, you get your own material. Then again, you get to actually make something that you want yourself, not something that, you know, you might like most of the dress hanging up on that coat hanger, but you kind of don't like that. That's the best dress in the shop, so you'll go with that one. No, I want to make my own. So there you go. I'm going to keep track of the things that I buy. I'll keep my receipts from now on, just so I can definitely keep an eye on what I spend, what I make out of it, what my clothes are actually costing me, because I know that, if you've been watching, you know the long dressy style pants I made, they cost me, for that material, $4 a meter, which is just like ridiculous. So, yeah, they basically cost me a bit over $4 to make for a pair of pants, right? And yes, they did turn out perfect because I have to fix, you know, do a little thing here and there. But I got 4 meters of it, so I can make another pair, or I can make like a nice jacket thing to make out of it. It cost me $16, and I can get 2 pieces of clothing at least out of that material. By the way, though, there is, you have your little ways to save money, though. For all of the pants that I make, I haven't had to buy any zippers because nothing I'm making is going to like show the zipper, so I don't need to specifically color code it to the item of clothing I'm making. I'll just get old jeans. They're like, my husband goes through jeans like crazy because of his job. I can take the zipper out of his jeans because they're perfectly fine, and then just stitch them into whatever piece of clothing I'm making. So I have a jar of zippers, like all sorts of different colors. I'm slowly building it up. There's not as many there as what my mum has in her box of 30 years. But yeah, there's a way to save some money for your future projects, is taking things off some items, like just taking the buttons off an old shirt or whatever and keeping them in a jar or whatever, right? The zippers have been so cool for me to keep because I have just been able to use a few now because they're there. So there are things that you can do to make it even cheaper. I don't think it's being bodgy or, being too tight on money. I think it's just smart because, to be honest, like again, I said, depends what you're making. Zippers, I don't think are cheap. So if you have to buy them, that's kind of too bad. You have to do that, or even buttons. Like I looked at buttons when I was in there just to see if there's anything I would like to go with my clothing. I thought, whoa. So some stuff for making your own is, I think, pricey. There are a few things you can do to try and save a bit and make it even cheaper. So time to butt in here and show you the clips of the things I've made, just in case you haven't been following and you have no idea what piece of clothing I'm talking about. Here's the $4 a meter pair of shorts that I made from Flannelette with the reused zipper and button. And here is my $6 a meter, basically $6 jumper. And my $4 a meter pants that I made. There's my overall look at it. I hope that was informative and helpful to somebody. I'll have to see you in the next video.